Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Thank you for being here. I'm Bruce Livingston, the Executive Director of Marin Institute. We are here today to release the disturbing findings of our landmark new report, The Annual Catastrophe of Alcohol in California.
As the speaker before me said, the good news is that it's preventable. You know, when I think about all the pain and suffering that could be prevented just by limiting alcohol access, you know, in 1992, after the civil unrest, when 200 liquor stores were burned down here in South LA, we as an organization worked with then Councilman Mark Ridley Thomas to prevent the rebuilding of 150 of them. And a USC study showed that in the areas where they weren't rebuilt, there was an average of a 17% decrease in crime in that immediate neighborhood. Needless to say, many of those residents who lived in the neighborhood got involved with us in this struggle. And today, just looking last year, while there's about 1.6 alcohol outlets in LA County, we have over 7 on average per square, 1.6 outlets per square mile in LA County. We have on average over 7 per square mile in South LA. And we have one of those members here today to talk about how this impacts the quality of life of members who live here in South LA.
And as a lifelong resident of South Los Angeles, I have been negatively impacted by the devastation of alcohol consumption on my family and community. My former profession as a librarian has allowed me to experience communities from Watts to Beverly Hills and from Compton to Altadena. Nowhere is the over-proliferation of liquor outlets as dense as in South Los Angeles. That, of course, is no accident. According to the authors of this report, in 2007, the alcohol industry generated $22.8 billion in sales revenue in California. Despite these enormous sales figures in 2005, the industry paid $3.8 million in state excise taxes and $50 million in alcohol licensing fees and fines. That is only 1.7% of industry income. South Los Angeles is a community composed of black and brown families. The correlation between liquor outlets, poor health, safety, and the quality of life is well documented and is personified in its residents. I am here today as a member of the South Los Angeles community that has not been given a voice, that is repeatedly overlooked, absolutely exploited, and preyed upon. I am here today to scream, shout, yell, and shriek to those of you who are and are not listening, to the alcohol industry, policymakers, elected officials, and department heads. Many of you have deliberately, by design, omission, and blatant neglect, created the wasteland that has become South Los Angeles. These actions are unethical, amoral, and criminal. You have planned a community designed for disease and genocide. In South Los Angeles, there are liquor outlets across the street from elementary schools. In South Los Angeles, there are liquor outlets across the street from rehabilitation centers. In South Los Angeles, there are liquor outlets across from parks and churches. In South Los Angeles, at 39th and Western, there is a nuisance liquor outlet operating immediately adjacent to the new Mary McLeod Bethune Library. In South Los Angeles, liquor outlets peddle malt liquor and alcohol pops. Reuters reported March 14, 2005, that researchers from the Charles R. Drew University of Medicine and Science in California interviewed 329 drinkers and concluded that malt liquor drinkers also consumed more alcohol than other drinkers, in part because malt liquor has a higher alcohol content than beer and is sold in larger containers. The study's author said that malt liquor is heavily marketed to Black and Hispanic youth. Tomorrow, July 24, 2008, the Community Coalition will mobilize members and residents to attend and testify at a hearing to request the denial of a liquor license in Council District 8. This liquor outlet is in proximity to a boys and girls club and a new elementary school. I invite Councilman Parks and/or his representatives, all conscious, progressive individuals, institutions, and entities to join the citizens of South Los Angeles in restoring balance to our neighborhoods. Join us in our movement of empowerment.